Welcome back to the final Davidson's Gallery of Guns of the season. We are celebrating another year with a very unusual collection of firearms.
We'll start off with the Davidson's exclusive Glock 42 in Robin's Egg Blue. It's small, but if you want really small, try out the North American Arms Mini Revolver.
You can order a lot of parts on the web, or you can just buy the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 MOE with all the most popular Magpul accessories.
And finally, if you've been wanting to try your hand at long-range shooting, you'll want to see our review on the Mossberg MVP Long Range.
Let's face it, today's predominant color for pistols is matte black. It's practical, it won't give you away in the dark. Armies and police forces all over the world carry matte black guns. But what if you are just plain tired of basic black? That's where this Davidson's exclusive Glock 42 comes in. It's 180 degrees from matte black. The frame is in Robin's Egg Blue. It's still the same rugged Glock polymer frame, but with pastel-colored Cerakote, one of the most durable finishes on the market. The slide is also Cerakoted, but this time in shimmering aluminum, contrasting nicely with the blue frame. When thinking of Glock, we are prone to think of big service pistols like the 17 or 19, but Glock caters for the concealed carrier too. The 42 is a .380 ACP pistol with a 6-round single-column magazine. With a 3 1/4 inch barrel, it's less than 6 inches long and weighs a little over 12 ounces. This is a pistol you can carry with you all day. But it's not a micro pistol. Glock decided to make it a little bigger to make it as easy to shoot as it is to carry. Like all bigger Glocks, it uses the Safe Action trigger system that incorporates 3 separate mechanisms to keep the pistol from firing if it's dropped. The one you can see is the pivoting lever in the trigger blade that keeps the trigger from moving unless the lever is depressed, a natural part of firing. A plunger in the slide prevents the striker from impacting the firing pin unless the trigger is pulled. Millions of Glocks are in service with military, police, and civilians all over the world and have piled up an impressive safety record.
Laura, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Tell me about the color of this gun.
So this Glock 42 is Davidson's Robin Egg Blue, and it's a really pretty color, and it's quite unique compared to most Glocks, which are black.
Even though the color's different, there's a lot of commonality between Glocks. Can you tell us about some of the similarities with this and other calibers?
So this Glock 42 is similar to most Glocks is that it has the tilting lock barrel. You'll notice that this one is chambered in .380, which most .380s are in a blowback design, but this one continues the theme with most Glocks. It also has a very similar sight picture to most Glocks. It's pretty easy to shoot with the white dot front sight.
All right, now you talked about the .380 caliber. Can you talk about why .380 actually is a good carry round now?
So most people like to open the can of worms of which concealed carry cartridge is the best. But thanks to modern day technology and a lot of different manufacturing companies that have created great rounds for .380, and as long as you get hits down range, it's a pretty effective round.
Absolutely. Can you tell us about the barrel and the weight?
Sure, so the barrel is at 3 1/4 inch and it weighs a little over 12 ounces with an overall length of roughly 6 inches.
Now, Laura, especially if this is a gun that we're going to be using for concealed carry, we want to make sure that it's safe, and this has some great safety features. You want to tell us about one of those?
Similar to most of the full-size Glocks, it's got the Safe Action trigger that won't depress when you drop the firearm.
That's a great feature, and thank you so much for being here to talk to us about this beautiful gun.
Thank you for having me.
If this is a Glock you'd like to add to your collection, go to galleryofguns.com and select the Gun Genie. Just enter your zip code and the Gun Genie will display a list of Gallery of Guns dealers in your area with the prices they'll ask for your new gun. Pay with a major credit card, and you'll be shooting your new gun within just a few days.
And remember, your new gun will come with Davidson's guaranteed lifetime replacement warranty. If you ever experience a factory defect in a gun purchased from us, we'll replace it absolutely free for life. Now, where else are you going to get a better deal than that? There are little guns and there are really tiny guns. About the smallest revolver you can get is from North American Arms, and we'll look at it when we get back.
I got starting shooting when I was in middle school. I was about the age of 12, and my cousin actually worked in the biggest trap shooting complex in the world, located in Sparta, Illinois. So me, my dad, and my brothers, we all go to Sparta and see thousands of people there shooting. I tell my dad when we're leaving, I was like, this would be absolutely amazing to do. So ever since then, my dad got me my first gun, and it's been uphill from there. We have a love-hate relationship with the sport, but you know what? I would not rather be anywhere else. I love this. I love being out here in Colorado, and I get to train every single day, and I love competing in a sense. Competing brings anxiety, but also competing brings out the personal best in you, and sometimes it can bring you down, but you know what? Competing is my favorite part about this sport, and the chance to make it to the Olympics and train for a higher goal that not everyone else gets to even train for, let alone go.
More and more states are adopting constitutional carry laws that mean you can carry a concealed pistol without bothering with training courses, permit fees, or paperwork. That's led to a proliferation of small sidearms suitable for discreet carry. But the smallest of them all has been around for almost 40 years, the North American Arms Mini Revolver. A revolver so small it would fit in a belt buckle. North American Arms has made many innovations in the past quarter century, but none more important than the cylinder safety notch. Most shooters know that it's not safe to carry an old-school single-action revolver with a full cylinder, since the gun can go off if it's dropped and lands on the hammer. North American Arms solves that problem by cutting safety slots in the rear of the cylinder. To use it, carefully pull rearward on the hammer until the bolt disengages with the cylinder. Rotate the cylinder until one of the safety slots is aligned with the hammer. You can see through the opening in the top strap. Then pull the hammer rearward a fraction of an inch, and while maintaining a firm grip on the hammer, pull the trigger. Then carefully allow the hammer nose to enter the slot. If you can see cartridge rim on either side of the frame, the cylinder is safely aligned. Retracting the hammer will correctly align the cylinder for the next shot. With the Mini in that configuration, you can carry it in perfect confidence. This Mini revolver, chambered for .22 Magnum, comes with a folding holster grip that will clip to your belt. Just fold it open, and it makes a hand-filling grip for easy shooting. Press the detent buttons on either side to fold the holster grip back. To load the Mini revolver, press the detent button at the front of the axis pin and pull the pin out forward. Retract the hammer until the bolt disengages from the cylinder and push the cylinder to the right and out of the frame. Use the pin to eject the empties, reload and replace the cylinder and pin, and you're ready for another 5 shots.
All right. This is such a fun gun to shoot.
There's an old saying in the gun world, and that the first rule of a gunfight is to have a gun. And when you've got the North American Arms Mini revolver, you can stash that thing just about anywhere on your person that you'd like.
And let's talk about the fact that it is a mini revolver, so it's perfect for concealed carry, wouldn't you think?
That's really its only purpose. At a toe-to-toe distance, it's definitely got some deterrent value.
And another benefit with this gun is that the recoil is very low.
Right, .22 Magnum, still a very soft shooting gun, even in a very tiny, very lightweight gun like this.
Right, exactly. So I like the fact that it's stainless steel, but can you build on that?
Stainless steel, if it's something you're going to carry on your person, is what you want. Rust resistant, will hold up. You carry it on yourself all day. This particular model has a folding holster grip. The beauty of that is it covers the trigger, so you drop it in your pocket or hang it on your belt. You don't have to worry about it touching off inadvertently. Plus, you fold it open and it actually gives you a pretty good sized grip. The grip inside there is a very tiny, and it gives you about a 1-finger deal. With this thing folded down, you got a pretty good grip on the pistol.
So tell us about the half-cock system, Bob.
Well, if you want to carry this around, you don't want to worry about it falling out of your pocket and hitting on the hammer and going off. The way you avoid that is you pull the hammer back a little bit, pull the trigger and rotate it, and it drops into a half-cock notch in the cylinder, and that way you could drop it all day and nothing's going to happen. It's a very secure system.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today, Bob. All right, guys, if you want to get your hands on this mini revolver, you know what to do. Just go to galleryofguns.com and click on the Gun Genie. Enter your zip code and a list of Gallery of Guns affiliated dealers will show in your area, along with the prices they'll ask for your new gun. You could order with a major credit card and you'll be shooting this within just a few days.
Improving rifles and scopes have made long-range shooting ever more popular. The Mossberg MVP Long Range gets you into the thick of it after the break.
With the benefit of hindsight, people have come to appreciate the aesthetics of the 1950s. Mid-century furniture and home decorations are becoming more popular than ever. The chrome-laden Boulevard Cruisers Detroit turned out in the atomic age sell for big bucks at auto auctions. Why shouldn't it be the same with guns? Tastes change, but there comes a time when you want to reward yourself with a gun that just looks great. And there's no better gun to do that than the Rifleman's Rifle, the Winchester Model 70 Super Grade. The pre-1964 Model 70 remains the rifle by which all other American bolt actions are judged. Controlled round feeding secures the cartridge all the way from magazine to chamber. The famous Model 70 3-position safety lets you safely unload the rifle through the action. Their hammer-forged barrel with target crown gives you the accuracy the Model 70 has been known for since the 1935 Wimbledon Cup. Today's Model 70 improves on the past with an MOA trigger that allows you safely to adjust pull weight from 3 to 5 pounds. The Super Grade is the ultimate Model 70 with a glossy blue finish, jeweled bolt body, and Super Grade engraved on the floor plate. The Model 70 Super Grade Maple brings back the best of the past and marries it to today's technology, and that makes it cool to own.
For years, if you were shooting a centerfire bolt action, you were shooting a rifle with a walnut stock, a fixed magazine, and a 24-inch barrel intended for hunting. But today, more and more shooters do it strictly for recreation, and they've learned to appreciate shorter barrels and detachable magazines. They are the target audience for Mossberg's MVP Long Range. Just as the other MVP models let you feed .223 ammo from an AR magazine, the Long Range lets you feed .308 ammo from an M14 or an SR25 magazine. The supplied magazine holds 10 rounds. This is made possible by the patented MVP 7.62 dual push bolt design that operates flawlessly with either of the predominant magazine designs. The MVP bolt is immediately identifiable by its distinctive spiral fluting that reduces weight and just looks great. It has an oversized knob that gives you a firm grip in fast firing. The MVP is also supplied with a convenient rail for mounting your favorite scope. The medium contour bull barrel is threaded at the muzzle for convenient installation of suppressors or other muzzle devices, and comes with a thread protector. It's rifled with a 1-turn and 10-inch twist that will let you stabilize heavy target bullets. Mossberg's Lightning Bolt Action adjustable trigger is user adjustable from 3 to 7 pounds on MVP models. It has a pivoting lever inside the trigger blade that prevents trigger movement unless it's depressed, a natural part of firing. This means you don't have to worry about the MVP going off accidentally if it's dropped. The olive drab green injection molded stock is pillar bedded to ensure even contact between barreled action and stock. You won't have to worry about the stability of this bedding. 2 swivel studs on the bottom of the forend lets you attach both a sling swivel and a bipod. The pistol grip has a vertical alignment that makes it especially comfortable when shooting prone or from the bench. The buttstock is the star in the Long Range. There's a push-button adjustable comb with a rubberized moss coat cheek rest. Just push the button and let the comb rise to a perfect height for a comfortable cheek weld.
Nice. Very good. Perfect. Nice shooting.
Thank you.
It's so accurate.
I sure like shooting the Mossberg MVP LR.
Yeah, so let's talk about some features of this gun.
It's the Mossberg MVP LR. At its core, it's an MVP. It takes magazines that are readily available. This one will shoot SR25, AR-10 type magazines, as well as M1A magazines that are designed for .308 caliber bullets. So it's got our LBA trigger. That means that it's a user adjustable trigger from 3 to 7 pounds. It's got a large tactical bolt handle, makes it easier to cycle the weapon. Finally, it's got a fluted bolt, threaded barrel, just a great gun overall.
Perfect. Can you talk a little bit about the stock for us?
Sure, that's kind of the heart and soul of this gun.
Yeah.
All Mossberg MVPs are pillar bedded, free floated barrel on this long range stock. It's a wood stock that then is painted, but that wood stock is super stable and super stiff. So this gun is extremely accurate, and then it's got an added feature, which is this adjustable cheek rest, and that allows you to get a perfect eye alignment right behind your scope every time, and that makes you a much more accurate shot. It's a great shooting gun. We designed it with the long-range shooter in mind.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Dave. We appreciate it.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
All right, guys, if you want to get your hands on this gun, you know what to do. Just go to galleryofguns.com and click on the Gun Genie. Enter your zip code and a list of Gallery of Guns affiliated dealers will show in your area, along with the prices they'll ask for your new gun. You could order with a major credit card and you'll be shooting this within just a few days.
Accessorizing an AR is fun, but what if you could get it accessorized out of the box? That's the Smith & Wesson M&P MOE edition, and we'll see it after the break.
How much scope do you need? So many scopes these days reach $3,000 or more. How about a scope that gives you all the features you really need, but at a price you can afford? That's the idea behind Leupold's VX5 HD line, like this 315x44. Thanks to the Twilight Max light management system and the Guardlawn lens coating system, this scope gives you a bright, sharp sight picture from dawn to dusk in any weather. The custom dial system Zero Lock 2 elevation dial locks in place so you won't rotate it off zero, even in the roughest country. Depress the lock button at the rear of the knob to allow 2 full turns of elevation adjustment. On the second turn, the lock button disappears, letting you dial up long ranges without losing your place. The covered pop-up windage dial lets you sight in quickly and re-establish a zero setting. You can easily adjust for parallax at the bench with the large dial on the left side. With the VX5 HD, you have all the scope you need, but at a price you can handle. You generally expect only one name on a gun, but what if 2 great firearm brands collaborated on one great rifle? Smith & Wesson has been a great name in American firearms since 1852. Magpul is a lot newer, but it's already a mighty force in firearms accessories for professionals and shooting enthusiasts. Put the two together and you have the M&P 15 Magpul Spec Series rifle. Now, accessorizing an AR is a lot of fun, but what if you could buy a modern sporting rifle that has the accessories you'd buy already bolted on? The Spec Series rifle has a selection of the best Magpul components, starting with the MOE Slimline Carbine Mil-Spec buttstock. Its sleek profile, dual-side release latches, rolled toe, and angled rubber butt pad are optimized for use with body armor or modular gear. It is collapsible to any of 6 positions, making this M&P 15 shootable by any member of the family. The MOE SL grip is a bit more vertical than the A2 pistol grip, making more comfortable for the way people shoot today. The MOE SL mid-length handguard covers a mid-length gas system intended for smooth operation with the 16-inch barrel. It has M-LOK slots at the 2, 6, and 10 o'clock positions. The front sight is a standard A2 unit, while there is a Magpul backup iron sight on the receiver rail. It's click adjustable for regulating windage. No boring on A2 flash suppressor here. It's a patented S&W product that looks great and reduces position disclosing muzzle flash. The magazine is Magpul's well-proven P-Mag and holds 30 rounds. This polymer magazine has become the industry standard for durability and reliability. The 1 and 8-inch 5R barrel provides superb accuracy and is protected by Smith & Wesson's Armor Night finish inside and out to resist corrosion and wear. At just 6.7 pounds, the M&P 15 Magpul Spec Series rifle is a feather lightweight load, even when you start adding accessories and a full 30-round magazine.
Some great shooting, Julie.
Thank you.
All right, so thanks for being here. I'm really excited about this gun. I'm an AR-15 guy. So can we talk about this new M&P 15?
Absolutely. This is a happy marriage between Smith & Wesson and Magpul. It is a branded lower receiver. And what's really neat is that it combines everything that you love about Smith & Wesson M&P 15s with some really great features from Magpul.
So let's talk about some of those.
Okay.
Maybe start from the top, talk about this patented muzzle brake you guys have.
Absolutely. This is Smith & Wesson's patented muzzle brake.
Okay.
It also has little tiny holes in there, so you get a little bit of added compensation for reduced belt recoil.
All right.
Moving on down, we have a slimmer barrel. And then we also have the handguard MOE capability. That means you can mount all sorts of accessories. Anything you want, flashlights, lasers, you name it, you can mount it on this handguard.
And you guys have partnered with Magpul on this rifle.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a co-branded deal. We've got Magpul on one side, Smith & Wesson on the other. This is a gun that you can buy right off the shelf, ready to go with all of these great Magpul features, including the slim grip that we're talking about. I really like this. It has no finger groove, really easy to handle, and it has nice texturing. And finally, it's all gray, so it's really, really neat option.
And now this has what's sort of the Smith & Wesson standard Armor Night finish.
Yes, it does, and that's just going to help make sure that your firearm lasts as long as possible, reduce rust. Also features a mid-length gas system, which is all the rage right now for that smoother cycling and lower felt recoil.
Right now we got some flip-up iron sights.
Yes, we do.
But we also have the ability to post any other optics you might like as well.
Absolutely, and that's what's nice about this gun right out of the box is you can take it and go shoot it somewhere. So we have adjustable sights on these flip-up sights from Magpul, and then you can also mount your favorite optic on
That's great. Well, Julie, thanks so much for showing this gun. It's fantastic, and thanks for being here.
Thanks so much.
If this is a gun you'd like to add to your collection, go to galleryofguns.com and select the Gun Genie. Just enter your zip code and the Gun Genie will display a list of Gallery of Guns dealers in your area with the price they'll ask for your new gun. Pay with a major credit card and you'll be shooting your new gun within just a few days. And remember, your new gun will come with Davidson's guaranteed lifetime replacement warranty. If you ever experience a factory defect in a gun purchased from us, we'll replace it absolutely free for life.
Now, Aaron, where else are you going to get a better deal than that?
Thanks for watching another season of Davidson's Gallery of Guns. We hope you've enjoyed it, and make sure to check out galleryofguns.com for all your firearm needs.